Hello again, everyone. Now we can use our customizer to control our templates. What I want to add is an option to display the background of this heading. So basically, I will add an option inside our customizer to control the background image. So let's jump into our customizer file, and here we can do something like, let's put some comments. So heading background. Okay, so also let's add this enable heading section. First, we already have these sections, so we don't need to add a new section. We just need to add a new setting and link it with a control, and link the control with the section. Okay, so basically we need to call this WP customize and then add setting, and we type the setting name. So I will call it heading BG for background, and then we pass an array of options. So the first option will be the default. So for the default, we basically need to put default background for the section for the heading. So what I will do here is I will create a new folder inside our theme directory. It's not a file, it's a folder. So I'll call it image img, and we have in our templates, in our template files, if you go to image, you can find the default images using inside the template. So this is the background default image. So I will grab this image into our images folder. Okay, and I will point the default value of the setting into that image. So basically, I will call this function, which is get template directory URI, and then we concatenate it with image, and then the name of the image, which is bg mast head and masthead.jpg. Okay, so this is the default value of the image. So this is the default image will be displayed. Then we need to pass the type. Oops. For the type, I will pass theme mod, and after that we need to add the controller. So the same process, need to go and add controller. Okay, and inside here for the image, we need to instantiate a class and get an object from that class. So basically, we need to add a new WP customize. I think it's customize image. Customize. Yeah, customize image control. Okay, and then We pass first, we need three parameters. So the first one is the WP customize object, and then the name of the control. So we need a different of the setting name. So I will call it heading background control. Okay, and then we pass an array of options. Let's close this and go here. So the first option is the label, and for the label we will pass the escape HTML function, and then we pass the label name, or the text for the label, uh, heading background image. Okay, and then the name of our theme. So let's pass WP blog for our theme, and then we need to pass this section. So the section ID, we will use that option inside. So in our case, it's this section name, which is heading section. So let's copy this and paste that here. And then we need to pass the settings. Oops, settings. And for the settings, we need to pass our settings name, which is the heading background. And then we pass the priority. So this is the first option. I will insert this as a second option inside our customizer section. So let's make sure everything is good. So let's save. Let's get back into our customizer and go to WP admin for the dashboard. And jump into customize, and we have an error. Okay, undefined method WP controller stack trace. What did I do wrong? Okay, customize image control. We have the objects, then the name, and then the array. We have the label section, settings, priority. So the problem is that it's not controller, it's add control. Okay, I got confused with the Laravel. Okay, so let's save and let's get back into here and let's reload. Okay, so now it's working, and now we can see that we have the default image background. So if we go to the heading section, we have this option to change the image, remove, and so on. Okay, so basically it's actually it should not display that here, but we already if you go to the template, let me show you something. In the templates, if you go to the index HTML, so if we open the index, let's open that here, and go to the masthead here in the header, the heading, you can see that we have inside the CSS. Actually, if you go to the CSS, look for masthead, you can see it's getting the URL of the background for this section from this directory. So we already created that directory inside our template, which is this image, and we place that background masthead.jpg image. So that's why it's getting the URL and getting the image as exactly, because it's the same URL we already created inside our theme. And in normal cases, it should not give us the image because we hadn't implement the image already inside our template. Okay, that's if you got confused why it's displaying the image. So now we can, after adding this setting, we can add the setting and link it into our template. So to do that, you can basically go to let's comment out this style. Okay, we don't need to display this styling because we are controlling this style from our customizer. Okay, so let's get back into our customizer. I'll show you something here in the header. If we go to the header, you know that we can add inline styles inside our head. So if we go to here and open a style tag, okay, let's close that style. And inside the style tag, you can add whatever style you want, or whatever CSS. So let's grab this. We need to target this element or this section. So if we target this element and say that we need the background image, or not image, that's just the background, you can pass the URL of that image inside the parentheses. So this inside the parentheses, you can pass the URL for that image. So now instead of displaying the plain text inside here, like that's just like image masthead.jpg, instead of that, we simply can go and grab this setting from the customizer and apply it on this URL. So basically we can open a PHP tag. Okay, we need to echo the get theme mod. So we need to get the mod of our customizer, one of the options. So the setting name. So let's grab this name, which is the name for the background, and let's paste that here. And also beside that, you need to put a default value. So in our case, we will put the same image, which is get the get templates directory URI. Okay, and then concatenate it with image and masthead.jpg. Is that right? Background masthead. Background. Okay, so this is how you implement or integrate the option from the customizer inside your CSS. Okay, so let's save for now, and let's get back and reload. We hope we have no errors. Okay, that's good. So let's go to the heading and let's remove. You can see that the background being removed from our section. So if we select an image, for example, let's select this image and let's choose, and here we go. We have a new image for our heading section. Okay, so if we publish and get back into our blog, you can see that we have a new image background. Okay, so we successfully integrated the customizer with our template. So another way to display the styling or integrate the styling with your template is to integrate it directly from your customizer. So instead of displaying this style, inline style tag in your header, you can go to the customizer, and down here you can create a new function, and I will call it Bootstrap CSS uh, head. And inside here we can basically put our styles inside the function, and then after that we can add an action. And for the action name, for the action hook, we need to target WP head. Okay, and for the second parameter we can pass our function name. uh, let's call this customizer. It's more descriptive. Okay, and here inside our function we basically can place our CSS. So let's close the PHP. Let's open this here. Okay, and inside here you can put your styles. So basically you can grab our styles here. Let's cut, let's get back, let's paste that here, and that's it. Let's save and let's get back. It should be the same. As you can see, if you go to remove, for example, select image, you can grab some image like this, choose, and here we go. Everything looks as exactly as we want. So it's more it's more organized to put that inside one of your functions and link that into WP head. So it will be automatically added into our WordPress header inside this function. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.